Hello, welcome back to Queens of Ponderosa, where we outfit, outgay, outslay. We are here talking about our last tribe for season 49.
It's almost here.
This is my favorite tribe.
Oh, absolutely same. I'm so glad we're on the same page on that right at the very beginning. I am obsessed with this tribe.
Obsessed with the Uli tribe.
Love them.
Same.
So excited to be talking about our final tribe today.
Did you buy their buff?
I have it in my cart right now. I have not.
I just bought it today.
Oh, fierce.
Yeah.
I love you.
I'm
so glad we're on the same page. Because they were by far and away my favorite too, where I was like, every single person there's one small exception to that, but I was like, I need all of them to get to the merge. Like, I need all these people to make it deep into
every single
the
one.
game.
Yeah. Please.
Yes, absolutely.
The thing about the buff, because I know Taylor got me on this, because Taylor will buy a buff every season before the game starts of your favorite tribe.
Yes.
So I started doing that. And last season, I also bought the orange buff.
Okay.
And so I'm like, can I have a different favorite tribe, please? Because I want a different color.
Same. I think I also bought the orange buff, too. And then I'm glad because I ended up being the winner buff. But I do buy one buff every season. I started buff collecting during COVID. So I have probably a dozen-ish. There's plenty of seasons I'm missing, but yes, I do have a buff collection, and the buff that I wanted to buy was definitely the Uli tribe. And I don't know if I have a red buff yet, now that I'm thinking about it.
I don't.
I definitely have a couple blues, couple yellows, couple purples.
Reba would have been a good one.
I think for that season, I did the merge buff because I loved 45 so much.
45's excellent.
And I originally would have bought the yellow one, but then the yellow tribe was like the biggest disaster tribe ever because that was the Lulu tribe. It was like Hannah quit, Brandon sucked at everything, Sabaya
dead.
Like overplayed like crazy, Sean quit. That tribe was crazy. So
honestly, I know this isn't about that season. I hated that tribe so much.
But then we got Emily and Caleb.
And that's all I care about.
And Emily Flippin
is everything to me.
Being on our screens again for 50. Emily Flippin.
I love you.
I am your number one fan. I am obsessed with you. Everything that you are is what I aspire to be.
I love
you,
her.
girl. Yeah, she's fierce.
Because our studio, by the way, for recording is in the works.
It is.
We've had some hiccups.
Yes.
But wind, rain, or shine, Survivor 49 is starting.
Oh, that was so good. Yes. When this episode is posted, Survivor 49 will be premiering tonight.
Yeah. So we had to start recording now.
Yes.
But we are going to have a wall of the queens of Ponderosa, our Survivor queens. You bet your bottom dollar. Emily Flippin's face
will be present.
Right here.
Venus Vafa will
right here.
be present. Courtney Yates will be present. All of them.
I love it. I love it so much.
We love them. Yes.
And what queens are going to be on our wall from this season? I feel like
all three of these girls.
This tribe stacked.
Oh, stacked with queens.
Okay. We got to start talking about them. Start talking about them.
Anyway, to get us started, today we are talking about the Uli tribe, which is the third tribe of Survivor 49 that we'll be chatting about. If you haven't listened to our first two episodes, we talk about the Kele and the Hina tribes, so go and listen to those as well. In this episode, we're going to talk about our final 6 castaways, give our thoughts, reactions to some of their pre-game press from interviews and other things that we've read, and then kind of sum up where do we think this tribe is going and how are they going to perform.
They are going to the moon and back. They're going to the stars. They're going to Venus, Jupiter, anywhere. I love this tribe.
They are.
So first we'll start with Jawan Pitts.
And I have to make a joke immediately. I laughed so hard because his name is Jawan Pitts, and the very first thing that he talked about in his interview with Mike Bloom was being really sweaty. And I was that's so funny. And he probably doesn't even realize that he made that joke.
Yeah.
But I laughed out loud when I listened to that.
That is so silly.
Love a good
You know who else was sweaty though? The person we're talking about after Jawan, Nate.
Yes.
I don't know if you watched he was dabbing himself. That would be me.
Oh yeah. I mean, they're out there
probably
in the
will get taco pits by the end of this episode because I think so sweaty.
I'll probably be pretty safe, I think. I'm not normally a taco pit girly.
Oh.
I am a forehead greased up like oil producer like the United States is invading. Like that's the kind of vibe that I give.
I unfortunately have all of it. Like the back sweat, the armpit sweat, the forehead sweat, the sweat stash. I've got it all.
It just means that when you get on Survivor, you're going to get really island hot because you'll have a nice natural glow,
the
sheen,
gorgeous glow, the tan.
Yeah,
toxins are going to be
absolutely.
out.
And I mean, for our video viewers, like just give a round of applause for Alicia just in general. Look at how beautiful
Stop.
this woman is.
Oh
I literally told her before we started filming, I was like, you're so pretty.
I love you.
I have to step up my game.
No.
What am I doing?
You
I need to
Are you
come
kidding me?
in
Your
full
hair?
Glam. Thank you.
I love the hair.
Thank you so much.
And you always have excellent outfits.
Thank you. Okay, sorry.
Jawan.
Talking about Jawan. So,
28.
28.
Young.
Yes, younger, one of the younger members of this cast.
Super fan.
Super fan to the max.
Yep.
I talked in the last episode that Sophie S was giving winner energy to me. The other person that I am debating with to be my winner pick is Jawan. I feel so good about him. I'm high on Jawan. I took more notes on him than anyone else because everything he said, I was like, fierce, 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 fierce. So, couple introductory notes about Jawan. He he works in video editing. He has done storyboarding and editing for Transformers before. So he works in like the Hollywood media production space, which will be a really interesting connection when we talk about Nate.
Yep.
Video editing, he said, was his ticket out of a small town because he grew up in a small town, I want to say in New Jersey, and then he moved to the West Coast and kind of like really blossomed once he was able to leave home. Rob has a podcast patron, so I think of anybody besides maybe Rizzo, who we'll talk about later, I think Jawan may be the biggest fan on this tribe. For those of you that don't know, Rob Has a Podcast is the oldest and biggest Survivor podcast.
And best outside of ours.
Rob was ahead of the game. He launched his podcast, I want to say, in like 2012. So like way ahead of the podcasting game. Rob Sesternino was the host. He is a former Survivor contestant who should have been on season 50.
Yeah.
And we are still
And he's probably the OG super fan himself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So him being a patron of Rob Has a Podcast, huge fan already.
Major.
Survivor Gabon was his first season, and then he said that he was specifically inspired by Jeremy in Second Chance. And Survivor helped him to find male role models growing up because he grew up with a single mom, being the oldest of 5 kids. So I resonated with him there as well. I didn't grow up in a single parent household, but I talked about in our intro episode that I resonated with Survivor because it was the first time that I saw like gay men on my TV. So I was like a little gay boy. I was like, oh my God, like, there's people like me and there's people that are thriving. And he felt the same way about finding like, you know, male figures that he could look up to. And so again, Survivor, more than a show, people. It is helping people grow into the fullest version of themselves.
Absolutely. And I loved that. I loved him finding father figures in Survivor. And it like, when he was talking about that and his emotion behind it, it took me back to watching Jeremy for the first time and feeling that same way. Like you love Jeremy.
Yeah.
And how much he loves like his family, and he's just such a good man, like a caring, good man.
Yeah.
And so I love how inspired he was and how much he himself wants to inspire people watching and, you know, kids that like speaking to his young self, who he was like raised by Survivor, just sitting in front of the TV watching it. He said that he identifies a lot with Sean Rector, which is major throwback.
Oh, yeah.
Season 4. Yeah.
Love Sean.
Major throwback. He talks about how he loved how caring he was and him being like a man of faith and a person of just like integrity. And he loves also Jesse. So I love like his player references. I love his vibe. He's so charismatic.
Yes.
He gives in the new school, oh my gosh, Caleb. Like I feel like he's giving a little bit of Caleb energy where he's like so charismatic and charming and sweet, but he's like working up here.
Oh, yes.
And he has the Survivor knowledge and wherewithal to be like major threat.
Something he said that I loved is when asked about journeys and idols, he said he's not wanting to take journeys, and his philosophy is allies over advantages, which I feel like so many people
loved that.
miss.
I love that.
Like people get caught up in the acquire all this power and then don't do anything with it. Like we can think of people like Drea, who had every advantage in the book and misplayed them all because she was so focused on that. We have, people like Eva, who last season, had a bit of a blind spot because she was so comfortable within her core alliance and all this power. Like, she had an idol, she had potential to get a knowledge as power, like all this stuff, and then didn't realize that she was kind of getting played the whole time by Kyle. So I love that philosophy. He specifically cites the Reba 4 as like something that he wants to emulate, and the Reba 4 literally ran 45 from day one, and nobody knew they were working together because they downplayed it so much. And I think that is such a great strategy. He says that he trained for Survivor by practicing puzzles, making fire. He does half marathons. He swims. So like really getting like the full package vibe from
he's
Jawan.
So well-rounded.
Like, obviously, as someone who's a triple threat, he's going to have to manage his threat level. Like, I could really see him just doing so well that people are like, we have to get Jawan out.
But also, is he not on the best tribe for managing his threat level?
Well,
because he's surrounded by...
This tribe, it's the fiercest
They're
tribe.
stacked.
But like, this tribe also, all of the huge personalities, I feel like basically got put on this tribe. Like, Sophie B on Kele was like a pretty assertive personality, but like I genuinely feel like all of the huge
I'm gonna move this closer to you really quick.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, sorry.
All of the huge personalities got put on this tribe, and Jawan does not necessarily have a huge personality, so I feel like that will help him to be calm, collected, kind of ride that wave. It'll just be interesting to see. He says, people that he wants to work with. He talks about people that aren't in his tribe. He says that his winner pick besides himself is MC, which is funny. So if they ever link up, we'll have to see what that looks like. But one thing that he doesn't know is that he has I feel like a ton in common with our next castaway, which is Nate. 100% think they're going to be working together and linking up. Would be shocked if they didn't. Alicia, tell us more about Nate.
The one thing I'll add really quick just before we move on from Jawan, I loved when he said what he's looking for in an alliance member is predictability and creativity.
Yes.
And I loved that because for me, it's just like, thank you for saying something other than loyalty and trust. Because so many people are saying that this season, and it's like, okay, I get that, but like, he goes deeper. Like, it has that mega fan in him because he's thought this through. And I love the predictability component. Yeah. Because you want someone that you can kind of anticipate the move they're going to make before they make it, just so you can have as much control as possible over their game. But the creativity piece I love too, because he wants someone who he's going to play big with. Like, he wants to play big.
He does.
But smart.
Yes.
And I'm so excited thinking about him.
Super excited. Potentially my winner pick. Stay tuned to the end of this episode when I have to actually make a choice.
I know. Because I haven't even decided yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We'll talk it out.
We'll talk it out.
Next person we have here is Nate Moore.
Yes.
He is a film producer in California on big films.
Yes. So Nate Moore
please.
Was a key producer in many Marvel Cinematic Universe projects. So he was a producer on the Black Panther movies, on Captain America Winter Soldier, Civil War. So he is, I don't really think the average person doesn't know who he is, but he's like the biggest name on the cast, we can say. Loved movies and comic books growing up, so he literally got to live his dream by being a producer. He no longer is working as a producer with the MCU and is instead doing stuff on his own now.
So cool.
But really, really cool. And so that's why I kind of think that him and Jawan will have a ton in common, because Jawan works in like film, media and film. Nate works in media and film. They both grew up with single mothers and were the oldest of multiple siblings. They're both in California. They both are in California.
California Girls Alliance 2.0.
Oh yes, we were so robbed of the California Girls.
We really were. We really were.
Shout out to Thomas.
Yeah, love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Yeah. I just think they have so much in common that I would be shocked if they're not working together. And I think they're going to be a really dangerous duo because,
me too.
Nate is a little bit older. He's in his 40s, but doesn't look it. And I don't feel like he acts like it either. So I don't know if that age is going to be a barrier that he has to overcome the same way that somebody like Matt or Annie does on the other tribes.
He has youthful energy.
Yes.
Nate, something I loved with the film producer piece, I do love in his interviews how he talked about having to like bring together people that have so many different opinions on like
that's
a film.
Like being a producer, that's what you do.
Like you literally just take it all in and then it's like, so what? Like, what are we going to do? How do I make this something that everyone is on board with?
Yeah.
And I think he's going to have that, like the social nuance just down to a T. And he'll be so good at working with very strong people, which that's the card in hand he's been dealt. He's got big personalities who are going to have a lot of ideas.
Yeah.
And I think he is going to be so easy to work with.
Yeah.
In being able to take everyone's ideas and then move forward with them in a productive game way.
Yeah.
So I'm super stoked about that.
Yeah. It's really interesting to me too. This is kind of about this whole tribe. But there doesn't really seem to be an immediate weak link physically. So even though Nate is the oldest person, like I don't think that obviously I could be wrong, but I don't think that's a barrier he's going to have to overcome. Whereas, you know, on the other tribes, like it seems like immediately there might be people that are targeted for their physicality. Like, I don't know what the producers were doing. Like I said, the red tribe just seems stacked.
Oh,
like it's really crazy. Like how good I feel like this tribe is going to do. Watch them be the disaster tribe and lose every challenge just because we're hyping them up so much. But like,
no, I would bet everything I have on it that they're not the disaster tribe.
I'd be shocked. But
I
we'll
mean,
see.
I will be eating my words in a week.
We'll see. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Who knows?
Feeling really good about Nate. Alicia, any other thoughts about Nate?
No, I mean, I also think that he's someone who doesn't take things too seriously and he'll laugh and have a really good time. So I think he's in the best position he could be. I think he would also do really well on a different tribe.
Yeah.
But I do think it would force him maybe on another tribe to be more in a leadership position.
Yeah.
Which would be, I think, harder for the longevity of his game.
Yeah.
So I think he's in a great position on the Uli tribe.
Absolutely.
Next, we have Rizzo.
Rizzo, a.k.a.
Riz God.
Self-proclaimed that he calls himself that.
Were you rizzed? Were you charmed by the charisma?
Honestly, by the end, I kind of was.
I totally was.
I kind of was. He says, Riz God is self-proclaimed. Oh, I wish I wrote down the full thing that he says.
I know.
Like, I think it's like R-I-Z-G-O-D, Riz God is what he says. Something like that. But he says, self-proclaimed, but also self-aware of how it sounds. Like, he's in on
he gets
the joke. Like, so, yeah. Alicia, how do we feel about Riz God?
Youngest contestant. Biggest fan of this season.
The only person rivaling Jawan in super fanness is Rizzo.
I do think, because he's not like a patron or whatever, but he is very, very in the community.
Well, yeah, he said he listens to RHAP, Dalton Ross, Mike Bloom, so like...
He listens to everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think he's just as much in it.
Yeah.
The thing that... Okay, and he's in tech sales right now, but he talked about it not being like a really pushy sales job. It's just like, hey, if this works for you, great. If it doesn't, which is such a good salesman tactic.
Yeah.
He also brought up David Wright, which we talked about last episode.
Yes.
And when he said that, I was just like, yes, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'm vibing with you. His upbringing seemed really, really tough. Heck of an upbringing, I wrote down in my notes. Heck of an upbringing. Like, wow. He basically raised his brother and provided for his family.
Yeah.
His brother, who also is on the spectrum for autism, his parents immigrated from Poland?
Albania. Yeah.
Albania. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Lots of, like we talked about, lots of children of immigrants on this season. It's really, I think,
love it.
You know, if we can take a step aside, it's like really cool to see those stories being told at this point in history in the United States for reasons that we won't get into on this podcast. I think it's really awesome to see so many proud children of immigrants that they cast on this season.
And just like the grit and the fight that they have. Like immigrants are just...
They're fierce.
They're fierce and they're so just... They play such a needed role like in our country. And on this show, I love the fight that they bring.
Yeah.
And they have such a resilience to them because they've been through things that I haven't been through.
Yeah.
You know, my parents are from here. You know, English is their first language.
Yeah.
We haven't had to like fight through certain things that they have.
Yeah.
He was doing his family's taxes when he was how old?
Oh, like young.
Very, very young.
Yeah.
And he said that his parents literally would like shovel crap for their jobs to like put food on the table for him and his son.
Yeah.
Or his brother, basically his son. And he said that he would babysit his brother and Survivor would babysit him.
Yeah.
And I thought that was so cute.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and what a good kid. Like,
Yeah.
not everyone can be handed that deck of cards and like play it out as he has, but he just prides himself in working so hard for his family. And it also makes me think of Sandra back in the day when she's like, I'm coming to win the money.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not here to make friends.
Yeah.
I'm not here to like, I'm not here for the experience. Like, I'm here to win $1 million.
Yeah.
And I get that vibe from him. And I love that because it brings like a cutthroat element to their game where it's like, yeah, I'm not here to be your friend.
Yeah.
Like, I'm here for the money. So I will make like the choices needed to get myself there.
Absolutely. He says that he literally wants to be the best. He wants to be on Mount Rushmore.
Yeah. What do you think of those claims? Like,
Well, he's being completely sincere. Like, he's not making a joke. Like, he's like, I want to be one of the best players that has ever played. He said that his idol is John Cena, and he's very inspired by like, you know, all of the things that he's done with his fame. And kind of is translating that into Survivor of like, I want to be on Mount Rushmore and do like everything I can with the game. And I think that's great. You know, his superpower that he mentions is that he is very optimistic, and we can see that reflected in this claim of like, I'm going to come out and I'm going to be the best and I'm going to slay. But he also recognizes that he's super confident that he's going to do well. So like, it's really interesting because like, reading his bio or listening to him initially, you're like, oh my God, like classic, overconfident, full of himself. But he's also like so self-aware. Like,
and still humble.
Yeah, like in a meta way, he like totally gets that like that's the vibe that he's giving off, and this is what he's gonna do to like, you know, get against it. Like, he even said that he like before he watched Survivor, he even grew up watching like these reality competition shows on Nickelodeon, like Guts or Legends of the Hidden Temple. So like, this is something that he's been thinking about literally his whole life,
his entire life.
So
yeah,
you know, I think that yes, he's going to have to be careful to not get so confident that he develops a blind spot. But I also think that confidence is important because you can't play Survivor scared. Last episode, it was Steven on the Hina tribe. He said, or no, maybe it wasn't Steven. Maybe it was Jason. I think Jason said, yes, it was Jason, because he talked about being scared. He was like, I live in fear all the time, but if the sky is falling, I want to organize the raindrops.
Yes, I loved when he said that. I was like, ooh,
so
good
even
analogy.
so Rizzo, like, coming in confident, I think is important because you can't play Survivor second guessing yourself, scared. You have to be confident in the moves you're making, go with your gut. And I think that's something that he is going to do very, very well. So Rizzo mentions a couple players that he's feeling really good about. One of them specifically being Savannah on his tribe. So we could see them working together.
That would be such a fun duo because she's a big personality.
Well, they both want to play super hard. We'll talk about Savannah later, but that would be an interesting duo to watch for sure. On the flip side, he says that he gets bad vibes from Sage, who we will also talk about a little bit later, because Sage gives winner energy to him. So if he's already feeling that, I feel like Rizzo might open up by like targeting Sage. But, you know, these first impressions, I don't know. Steven, we talked about him in our last episode, he said that he read something that like 70% of the time your first impressions are accurate. So if he is feeling this way about Sage, statistics say that he's like that first impression is probably right. And so it'll be interesting to see, you know, it'll just be with someone who is so outspoken of like, I want to be the very best. He's like the Ash Ketchum. I want to be the very best. Yeah, that's Rizzo.
Okay.
It'll be so interesting to see like the method that he takes, like whether he comes out like guns blazing, like, but like, I just don't feel like he's going to do that. He's not going to be like a Tony Vachos or a Russell. He's going to be more subtle. Like he says that his people that inspires him are JT and Denise Stapley, who are both players that really won because of their social game, if anything else. So even though he's talking a lot of like super fan strategy heavy stuff, seems like he wants to lean more into the social element of, you know, the gameplay.
And I think he has, like, he's going to be smart enough to know that he can't just come in guns blazing. But I'm also curious if this pressure he's put on himself, this is obviously coming from my own lens and lived experience of putting a lot of pressure on myself and what that's done to me.
Yeah.
If it's going to like fuel him.
Yeah.
If it's going to be pouring like gas on his fire or water. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
like, is
I
it going to put it out? And like, is it going to be too much? Or is it like, is he going to be able to keep it together?
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
And something that's tricky, because I've played in like live reality games, right? And they've been multi-day games, like overnight where you camp and everything.
Yeah.
And something that was tricky that I found is that the game is happening in your head. Like you're strategizing in your head.
Yes.
And your yawn was contagious.
Sorry.
We're recording late at night. Sorry. You don't have someone to like talk it out to, and you can tell he's like a talker.
Yes.
And when you're able to talk things out with someone, it just helps like ground you and be like, okay, put yourself back in check. I don't know if he has so much going on in his head that it's going to like run his head into the ground, if it's going to like fatigue him.
That's a good
or
point.
if he's just going to thrive. Because like he's the Riz God. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Do we say the stuff we already know?
I think that we leave it for those that know what we're talking about.
Okay. So like, yeah, we know his future in the show, in Survivor. And so obviously it's like he's going to do something good.
Yeah.
And something interesting.
Yeah.
And he's going to make a mark on the season. So we'll see what that is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So obviously like it's not going to be pouring water on his fire. He's going to be amped up in the season and it's going to go well for him.
Yeah.
So I'm super stoked to watch him. I just struggle sometimes when we've had players that like claim they're going to be the best and they're going to do all these moves and they're going to blah, 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 blah. And then just like don't.
Yeah.
But for once I'm like, maybe he's for real.
Yeah.
Like maybe he really will. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe.
Also youngest of the cast. I don't know if we said that, but he is the youngest.
Youngest of the cast, first Rizzo to play Survivor. We've never had a Rizzo before.
No.
So
we've never had an Albanian player.
yes, he said he's the first player of Albanian descent on Survivor. So lots of firsts with Rizzo. Yeah, feeling really good about our Riz God. Let's move on
talk
to
about Sage.
now we've covered the men. Let's talk about the queens.
Talk about the girls.
Starting with Sage. So Sage grew up in rural North Carolina. To parents from California and New Jersey. So she says in her own words that she stuck out like a sore thumb. She joined the military out of high school and now works as a clinical social worker. So she has a very interesting background. Based on her own admission, seemed like she grew up as somebody that had fairly progressive ideas in like a conservative community. Joined the military and now is like a clinical social worker, therapist.
And she said in an interview that she joined the military just because she heard that they would pay for your school.
Yeah.
And she needed a way to pay for school because her family wouldn't be able to pay for school.
Yeah.
So I thought that was like so interesting. And it also just like gives you a peek into her personality of like her grit and her fight. And it's just like, I'll do anything then.
Yeah.
Like join the military. Yeah,
she
whatever.
said the military taught her to embrace the suck, which she thinks is going to really help her on Survivor. She actually originally applied for Big Brother.
Yes.
And made it deep into the casting process and then applied for Survivor later. She grew up watching both, but said got really into Big Brother when she was in the military, applied, didn't get on, and now is on Survivor. So she has a background in for both shows.
And she was saying too on that vein that within the final cuts of Big Brother, one of the casting directors recommended she apply for Survivor too. Because they were like, you could be a good fit for Survivor. And I think it's because she does like, she's not like an all around like soft girl. Like she has the grit to her, like the small town energy, the military.
Yeah, she's a very unique agglomeration of traits.
Yeah.
And she's weird.
I
too.
love her.
Yeah.
I really do.
She's really fierce.
And her eyes are stunning, by the way.
She said that people have told her they feel like she's going to be a bitch. And she has intense RBF. So combining that with like military background, I'm like, okay, I get it. But then you bring in this therapist piece. Somebody that has like a ton of emotional intelligence, literally connects with people and helps them work through their problems for a living.
She lives for that.
Yeah, like it's such an interesting combination. I wrote down that like therapists on Survivor have a unique track record because sometimes they do really well, like Denise Stapley, who we just mentioned, where you win. And then sometimes we have therapists that like Ellie or Tori from 42, where it's like and funnily enough, they were both my winner picks. So there's obviously something about me and therapists. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how she's able to combine both those elements of like the hardcore, like, of the military with the soft emotional intelligence.
Nurturing, empathetic.
Of a clinical social worker.
Yeah, something I love too, I can't remember now who said this on the Hina tribe, but that they will be an emotional player. Who was it? Which girlie? Oh, now I have to look back. But anyway.
Will be emotional. Are we talking?
Oh, it was Sophie. Sophie said that she'll be an emotional player. Yeah. And so did Sage. She said that she's not afraid of emotions. Yes. And she's not afraid to like show that. And people will see that. Like they will see her emotions come out. And I'm curious how she will, I don't know, like what type of emotions? Like she obviously is like a lot of fight in her. Is it going to be like scary big feelings? Is it like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I love emotional players. I love them.
Me too.
I literally copied and pasted into my notes one of the answers she wrote to an interview. It's, what is one life experience that's prepared you for the game? Her answer says, depends on which facet of the game you're referring to. Physically, the military. Emotionally, the trauma. Socially, neurodivergence. Mentally, social work. Sorry, I just spat everywhere. I thought that was so funny. I was like, that's actually kind of silly. She's like, emotionally, trauma. Socially, I'm neurodivergent. Like, and I just relate to that a little bit, having like, you know, raging ADD, ADHD, and emotionally just like the trauma and the therapy that I've been through and all of the stuff, and physically like a lot of sports. I've played tons of sports. So anyway, I just like love her for that answer. I thought it was so cute. Yeah.
She also says that she is annoyingly persistent and feels like that's going to be something that will benefit her in this game, is that she just literally does not give up. One thing that I really liked about her when she was sharing her hot takes.
Yes.
I loved this. She said, you can't play Survivor with honesty and integrity, and it makes her mad when people make that like the foundation of their game. And I completely agree with this hot take.
Same.
Music to my ears. There's two things that piss me off watching Survivor. Number one is when people tell their allies about their advantages. It never benefits you to tell anybody anything. I always tell my boyfriend, babe, if either one of us ever get on Survivor, the number one rule is shut the hell up. Shut up. Like, stop telling people things and just listen instead. Number two thing I hate is when people come in and say, I want to play an honest game with integrity. Like, that's why 48 was so hard for me, because we got to the merge and there was that alliance of people that was just like, I just feel like we want to prove that like you can play with honesty and integrity, and like we don't have to turn each other on. I'm just like
shut up.
You're literally gonna do it, and they all did.
They all do. They always do.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this hot take was music to my ears. I think she's completely right. She acknowledges like that doesn't mean that you can't play with like, you know, your emotional intelligence. Like, you can still have empathy. Like, you can still make these real connections. But like, I don't think you can be honest, because that is part of the game. And I completely agree.
This hot take was music to my ears as well, because I hate it when people come into this game. They're like, I'm going to play honest. I'm going to play with integrity and loyalty and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, I cannot wait to watch you
lie to someone
and like have to eat your own words.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to play that way. You're just not.
Yeah, nobody does.
Like, it's impossible. It's impossible when the mechanics of the game are about deception and about backstabbing and lying. And it doesn't mean you can't do it with a level of integrity.
Yes.
And kindness and humanity. Like, that's where Russell Hantz lost it for me.
Yeah.
Is like, people were literally just objects to him.
Yeah.
And I think Tony did a much better job of doing that in like a human way.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's just, I loved that hot take. I was like, yes, T, that's so true. And what's so funny is a lot of this cast, though, are like, I'm going to play a loyal game.
Wow,
and like, what's his face on the Kele tribe, the dad that's like...
Oh, Jake. Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to prove that you can do... I'm like,
girl, we've
I'm
been there, done that. Corny and played out. It's corny and played out. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not going to happen.
It's not.
Thank you, Sage.
Last thing I'll say about Sage before we move on. The single weirdest thing that was said by any of these contestants was said by Sage with no additional context.
I know.
No additional context. So I don't know what she means by this. She said that she collects blackheads in a jar. And no additional context was provided.
No.
She just said that as part of her YouTube press.
Oh, it pains me.
And then they cut and moved on to something else. I cannot wait to get more context.
Same.
As to
explain yourself.
How this started, why she does it.
Yeah.
Like, if we need to call someone
we do
for her.
But she's a social worker. Who do we call?
We call a different social worker, I guess.
Tori.
Yeah. Last thing, Rizzo said Sage gives winner energy. I could definitely see a scenario where Sage wins this game. Like we said, this tribe is pretty stacked. So excited to see what Sage brings to the table. Moving forward to yet another queen, we have Savannah Louie, the first Savannah to ever play Survivor in 49 seasons. We've never had a Savannah, so kind of fierce.
I'm so sad that we've had an Alicia.
We did just get we've had a couple.
We've had
Alicias.
we've had two.
Well, so I think there's been
3.
Oh, I'm thinking no, you're right.
Because Aisha.
Well, and I was thinking Alicia, but Alicia from season 2 also played on All Stars. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. So we have old school Alicia Calloway, and then we have Alicia from 32, who was fierce.
Yes, who was fierce.
Anyway, so the first Savannah.
First Savannah ever.
Let's talk about her. So immediately. Baddie.
Love Savannah.
Love her. Is giving villain, and she's embracing that. She said she watched Survivor since she was young, fell in love with Survivor through the Johnny Fairplay grandma lie, and
like,
loves Johnny Fairplay and loves Russell. So instant self-proclaimed villain, which I don't feel like we see a lot of female players embrace that role. Like, because you obviously have female players that play like Parv, where they have, they're deceptive and manipulate, but like I don't think we've seen a lot of female contestants that outwardly embrace like the overbearing super villain energy that players like Johnny Fairplay or Russell Hantz give. So that's already really interesting.
I loved that.
She also said wants to create as stressful of a situation as possible even for her allies. Again, giving Russell on the first night of Survivor Samoa, Russell famously dumped out everybody's water and burned people's socks because he said that it would be easier to manipulate people if they were at emotional and physical lows.
See what I'm saying? Psychopath.
Yeah. So Savannah is wanting to replicate that. Also mentioned that she will steal jackets. Again, shout out to Angelina Keeley. Angelina, if you're listening, please come on the pod. I'm obsessed with you. We love you. Savannah will steal your jacket. We will steal it back. Or you can have one of ours.
You can have all of mine.
Alicia, what do you think about Savannah?
I love Savannah a lot. And I love her because I relate to something so much that she said. And it's that she loves Kim Spratlin and Dee.
Love Kim.
Yeah.
Love Dee.
Love
Baddies.
Kim. Love Dee. Yeah. And she said, like, she loved that they were so strong physically, but that's not why they won the game.
Yeah.
They won the game for the social, like the relationships and the social aspect.
From playing the shit out of it.
Literally. Yeah.
Both of them.
And I love that because Kim, as I mentioned in the intro episode, is one of my favorite winners ever. And also Dee in that category. And I don't know, I resonate with them. I feel like I when I'm going to be on Survivor, I feel like I'm going to be in that sisterhood of just like the strong women.
Yeah.
So I love that in her. She said that she was a former like party girl, like wild.
And is
wild.
like sober now.
Yeah, and is sober now. She's like, I rarely drink. I love going out and dancing and having a good time. But she was like, I've done everything in the book.
Yeah.
She is just like kind of a girly girl that loves makeup and fashion. So she might be viewed as like a Venus and a Parvati.
Yeah.
And so anyway, I just like, I love her for all of that because I just relate.
Yeah.
I relate.
Yeah.
She said she did not want to work with Sophie B on the other tribe and with Mr. Muscles, which is Jake. But that, or wait, no. She's wanted to. Sorry.
She felt good about Sophie B,
Sorry.
Jake, and Nate on her tribe.
Yes. So yeah, sorry, I misspoke.
No, you're okay.
Because I wrote not working with them, but wants to.
Yes.
Or like, she's not working with them yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, she saw Nate more writing down all of the winners from memory.
Yeah.
And she sees him as like intimidating, but really, really wanted to keep him close by, which I think is super good. So I feel like her, Nate, and Jawan maybe could have a really good thing
Rizzo,
going.
because Rizzo wants to work with Savannah.
Yes.
So
I could see that being, oh my gosh, wouldn't that be such a fun
That's what I'm saying, though. This tribe is so fierce because, like, I love them all. One thing Savannah said that I loved was she said she's done a hell of a lot worse for a hell of a lot less money.
Yeah.
So, like, she's going to go in guns blazing.
Yeah.
Like, does not give a single F about anything. Like, is so ready to just go and play super hard. And in the words of Corinne from Survivor Gabon, she said, I am going, what does Corinne say? I'm going to butcher it now that I said it, Corinne. I'm sorry. She basically says like I'm going to hurt people's feelings and I'm going to laugh when people cry and I'm going to own it. Like she says that.
It.
That's the vibe I get from Savannah.
Yeah,
like,
I love that.
That's the vibe that she gives is like, she's going to laugh at people and laugh when they cry. So we'll have to see.
She is going to be so fun. So fun to watch. And I'm just like praying that she makes it really far because you just know she's going to be so good.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she honestly feels a little bit like Venus to me, but
way more like game aware though than
way
Venus.
more
Venus, Queen of Ponderosa for sure.
Yes, we love Venus.
Famously bad at Survivor.
Yeah,
and Savannah, I feel like is not gonna be.
She has she has parts of Venus that I love.
Yes,
but then she also has the Survivor IQ to play a really, really good game.
Yeah, and
so I'm excited to see it. Like maybe we will see a Parvati. New school Parvati. Maybe. I don't want it to be like a total repeat of D, but she could be like a D or like a Kim.
Yeah.
Because that's who she identifies with. But who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
Anyway.
We'll have to see where Savannah takes us.
Love her.
Let's move on to our final contestant from the Uli tribe. We have Shannon Fairweather.
This girl.
I mean this with the utmost sincerity and as a compliment. Shannon is the most out there person on the cast.
Yes.
Maybe like Annie is like close.
But
Shannon is so unique and her own person. And I genuinely mean this as a compliment.
I love her.
Like I've never seen or heard anybody quite like her. And granted, this is only from like reading a couple of interviews and watching her interview with Mike Bloom.
But even just watching her interview I was enthralled with this girl.
Yes.
And I was just so she's living in a different dimension.
Oh yeah, different universe.
She genuinely lives on another planet.
Yes.
But our worlds are just like together.
She said she creates her own reality so that the world does revolve around her.
Yes.
Like that's the kind of energy she's projecting, which is fierce. Like go out and live your fantasy.
And she doesn't do it in like a it's not a conceited.
Yes, I was gonna say it's not a conceited thing. Yes. It's like that's just the way that she tackles her
blissful,
life. Yes.
I don't even want to say delusion because it's her reality.
Oh yes.
And she literally is like living it out. Like at the end of her interview with Mike Bloom, I was like, I would choose her as my loved ones visit.
Yeah.
As my fictional character,
Yeah.
like, you know, when he asked that question, I was like, I literally am
think
choosing
it's
Shannon.
Yeah.
Because I'm screaming. I just realized.
No, that's okay.
But it's because I love her.
Yeah.
It's like she will hype you up, and like by the end of her interview, I was like convinced of her reality. Like, I'm like, yeah, I want to live in that world that you live in, of just like so woo woo and planets.
I
and
literally
the moon.
wrote, she is very woo woo.
She's textbook.
The epitome of woo woo.
Textbook woo. She is the mother of all woo woo.
The biggest of woos.
Yeah.
The queen of woos.
Healer. I also wrote in all caps, this girl can talk.
I don't think she answered a single question. Like,
I'm dead.
when she was getting interviewed by Mike Bloom, every time he would ask her a question, she would go on a literal, like, 7-minute
She's
tangent.
like, yeah, so anyway, Mike, as I was saying.
And not answer a single question. Like,
No.
all of my notes are more about, like, things that she said in her tangents. Like, I don't have a lot of notes on, like, her gameplay or anything. Like, I kind of get, like, what she wants to do, but she's just so wild.
She's so wild.
Like, it's so funny. There's a contestant on RuPaul's Drag Race named Valentina who verbatim said, like, when I live in my fantasy, that is my reality.
Yeah.
And, like, nobody... And I'm like, that's Shannon. That's
That
Shannon.
is
Like,
Shannon.
her fantasy is her reality, and nobody's stopping her.
And it's like not in but again, it's not in the way of like, of prideful, like egocentric.
No, it's literally like, this
She
is who
creates
I am.
her piece and
Yes.
her. Okay, hold on. There's something I wrote down where it's like she wants to play just by like having fun. And something that I got that was so clear is like, she wants to win friends, really, and make a lot of friends, but she wants to emotionally and mentally detach from the win so that she can be in a flow state of the game and in harmony with like the universe and whatever is going on in that very moment.
Yeah.
And she's like, but what was also interesting is that she wouldn't even talk about herself as a jury member.
Yeah.
Or she refused
like, I'm
to
the winner.
imagine. Yeah. She's like, I refuse to imagine a reality where I'm not sitting in the final 3 seats. Like, that's not happening.
Yeah.
But then she also was like, what now, Mike, did you ask what I'm going to say in my final thing? And he basically didn't. But she was like, I don't even know what I'm going to say because I'm not there. And I don't know how I'm going to play the game because I'm going to play it. I'm going to be in my flow state playing it moment by moment.
Yeah.
But I was just like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, she will.
Yes.
She's right.
She's ready. She loves the energy of the earth and the moon, and she's going to channel that energy. She's a Virgo. Like,
also the energy of Jesus, though, because she was like, I would choose Jesus Christ as my guru, please.
Yeah.
When he asked like the loved one visit, she was like, I want Jesus to come.
Yeah.
And be there with me in the game. I was like,
She
period.
is so fierce.
I love her. Like, really, really do.
Really interesting side note with Shannon is, so her parents own a sports bar.
Yes.
And
This is
once upon a
crazy.
time, a bartender of theirs applied to get on Survivor and got on. And that bartender's name,
Who was it? Taylor?
that survivor's name is the one and only Boston Rob Mariano. Boston Rob worked for her parents as a bartender, and to this day, Boston Rob and Amber are family friends with Shannon and her family. The fiercest thing she said in her interviews was that she got personal coaching from Rob and Amber, and then told Mike Bloom, I didn't really pay attention to a lot of what Rob said, though.
Yes.
The nerve that it takes to ignore a 5-time player and a winner of Survivor and be like, he was talking a lot of numbers. I'm not really paying attention to that. That's fierce.
That is
so fierce.
It was so, I literally wrote that down and I said, Boston Rob, she said he was giving me too many numbers and I operate off of vibes.
Yes.
I was like,
yes, like, she is so, the more I'm talking about her, the more I'm like,
I'm in love with her.
is she my winner pick? Like, crazy.
I literally love her. Like,
yeah, she's wild.
She is potentially my favorite person on this cast.
If anything, she's probably going to make really good TV.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent television. But I will say, I wanted to write down her hot take and make her reread it to herself 100 times because she said that my hot take is that Survivor has the potential to be the greatest show on TV.
Like,
I was like, Shannon?
it is.
It is.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
Why do you think it's been on for 50 seasons, girl? Season 50 next
Like-
year. What are you talking about?
But it's because she's been on another planet.
Oh, yeah. She's on Mars.
And I love her for
Neptune,
it.
Pluto, yeah. She's everywhere.
I love her. I love her. I love her.
Yes, she's fierce. As far as gameplay goes, I definitely see a scenario where she's the odd person out on this tribe because she is so woo-woo. Like, everybody else genuinely seems like a super fan and like a hardcore player, and she is definitely not giving that. I think back to like Jawan saying he wants predictable allies, and Shannon is anything but predictable.
No.
Like, so it'll be interesting to see if her tribe loses a challenge. The easy vote would be Shannon, but because all these players are super hardcore masterminds, they might take shots at each other, and Shannon could just skate by because everybody's like,
Yeah.
like, she's not a threat. And you know, very famously, we've had woo-woo people that have done really well, like Carolyn. Like, I remember first episode, I was like,
she's a
who
lunatic.
is this? And then she was the fiercest player and made it all the way to the end and ate everybody up.
Yep.
So, like, who knows? I genuinely don't know what's going to happen with Shannon. And like you said, by her own words, she doesn't either. She getting there. The energy of the earth and moon are going to tell her what to do. And then she's going to follow that energy.
Yes.
With Jesus Christ, too.
Yes.
So,
no, hand in hand with Jesus.
Yeah.
She and Buddha and all of the other gods. Like, Oh, the other thing we didn't even talk about, sorry, is like the AI that she trained.
Oh my God, yeah. She said that she programmed an AI to teach her how to play Survivor.
But to play it as like, to play it in harmony with love and peace and healing.
Oh my God.
And feminine, like, what?
Oh my God.
Like, man. she's a real person.
Yeah, she's wild.
And I love her
yeah. Like, it's so admirable to see somebody like so simultaneously like in touch with themselves and out of touch with everything else. But like she said, she just creates her own reality. So she's like, I'm not out of touch with anything because this is my reality. Like,
yeah, like
she's
it's
fierce.
real.
She's fierce.
I love her.
Queen of Ponderosa. She'll be featured on the wall for sure. Anything else about Shannon?
No.
Okay.
I mean, yes, I'm sure. I could literally talk about her
on and on and on.
forever just because, I'm so excited. And also, maybe the universe really is on her side because I don't foresee this tribe going to tribal council super soon or like off the rip. They're strong.
Yes. If we're looking at this tribe as a whole, they seem like to me the most initially physically fit tribe. And I see a very powerful group of people. Like I you know, I can eat my words. I see all 6 of these players going deep.
Same. I really do.
I really think they're all making the merge and they're all going deep. I don't know if they're working together. But I feel very strongly that the Uli tribe is going to run the game. I feel it.
I could just be getting so ahead of myself. And this could be the craziest thing. I'm on Shannon juice. But, like, this could be the greatest tribe ever.
Oh, potentially,
I'm so sorry. Yeah. I love this tribe.
Yeah. So, you know, closing thoughts. We feel like Jawan and Nate have so much in common. They're definitely working together. Savannah wants to work with Nate.
Yep.
Rizzo wants to work with Savannah. So there's like a trio or a quad right there.
The 4.
Rizzo says that Sage gives winner energy, and so he could be immediately targeting her. And then Shannon's just kind of there. Yeah. And that seems like the place that she wants to be, is just be there.
Just be there.
So...
And I think that she's just so lovable. I could see all of them eating her up.
Yeah.
Like, we got the video editor and film producer who are probably in love with characters. And they just love interesting people. Like, and I feel like Savannah's going to love it. Like, she's a party girl. She's open-minded. I was going to say,
I feel like, if anything, Savannah might give us some fierce confessionals on how she feels about Shannon. Because I don't know. Savannah's vibe Savannah seems like the opposite of woo-woo.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
She does seem the opposite.
Sage gives a little woo-woo.
Yeah.
But not as much. So I
Not
think
as
Sage
much.
and Shannon can vibe.
Yeah, I'm curious how the girls are going to vibe on this tribe because
Yeah.
they're all strong, solid
Yeah.
players and women.
Yeah.
Like, I hope. Can this be the season for a girls' alliance?
Please.
The Black Widow
Please,
Brigade
God.
2.0. Please,
God.
hear
bring
our
in,
prayer.
Bring in Nicole. Bring in
Please.
Sophie S. Like, bring in Christina. Just bring them all in. Final 9.
I pray.
Final 9 women.
I pray.
I love. I want. I need.
Yes.
Yes.
We need this.
Energy of the earth and moon. We're manifesting it.
You guys,
right.
this is the killer tribe. I do
is.
think the winner is on this tribe.
I do too. I think Uli's running the game. We could eat our words.
Yeah.
But that's the vibe I'm getting.
That's Survivor. That's the best part of Survivor too. Is like, oh, these people are gonna do so well and go so deep,
and then they go home first.
Yeah.
My winner pick went home in 48. My winner pick was Stephanie. Rest in peace, Stephanie. Love you.
Stephanie.
She went home first. I was devastated and had to talk about it in therapy. So
Goodbye.
Okay.
That is so amazing.
To wrap up our episode today, Alicia, we've talked about all 3 tribes now.
Mm-hmm.
It is time for us to make the most important decision of this pre-game portion of the season. Who is your pick to win it all? Who are you betting it all on, saying this person's going to the final 3, they're getting the jury votes, they will be the sole survivor of season 49?
That is such a heavy question. I'm scared.
It's a big decision. Alicia and I have both successfully picked winners in the past, not often. I've picked the winner correctly 3 times. Alicia, you've picked the winner correctly twice.
2 times.
So we know what it feels like.
I picked D and I picked Kenzie.
I picked Natalie White, Erica from 41, and Kenzie on 46.
Yeah.
So
I'm okay. I'll talk it out loud. I'll talk out my feelings.
Let's hear it.
Jawan.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Obvious.
Like
he's everything.
He's everything.
He's everything that you want in a player. I think he's got
100%.
Yes.
So Jawan is up there for me. Shannon.
Fierce.
Because no, really.
Yeah.
Like because her just her she is so convincing.
Yeah.
And she is the black hole that Jason refers to.
Uh-huh.
That just everyone gets like sucked into her.
Oh, Steven.
Or sorry, Steven.
Yeah.
Steven. Yeah, the rocket scientist.
Yeah.
That is Shannon.
Yeah.
Because after watching her interviews, I was like, I'm convinced. Like anything she sells, I'm buying.
Yeah.
I am buying it.
Yeah.
Like I love this woman.
She said that she had a podcast before and I tried to find it and couldn't find it.
Wasn't Rob on it?
Yes. That's why I tried to find it and I typed it in.
I wonder if he made her take it down.
Maybe. I don't know.
Anyway, so I'm excluding a couple obvious people because we know that there are 2 people from this season that are going to be on 50.
But here's the thing is that...
But they might win.
I was going to say, season 50 has winners on it. So, like...
They would not.
You can pick anyone.
They would not.
You can pick anyone. We're not going to tell you who the people are. If you want to know, you can find it online. It's out there. 2 people from 49 are going to be on 50. But we will not spoil that here for the sake of this podcast. So, you can pick anyone.
Okay, so then my other 2 that I'm debating between, Savannah.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Savannah. And Sophie S.
Yeah.
I have really, really high hopes for Sophie S. And I hope she can make it through the hell that is the Hina tribe.
Yeah. Me too.
I think.
Because Hina's giving train wreck a little bit.
I don't know who I might. I feel like I need to sit on this for like a day.
Alicia,
what do you think?
It's crazy because we have all the exact same people.
Really?
Yes.
No way.
My top 3 or 4, I guess. My top 3 is Jawan.
Okay.
Sophie S.
Oh my gosh.
And Sage. But Savannah's also up there for me too.
Yeah.
Like, I really think it's between Jawan and Sophie. Those are the 2 that just like gave me winner energy the most. Mm-hmm. I feel okay picking my person. I'm going to go with my gut instinct.
Because who you pick, I can't pick. I feel like we could have it be different.
I'm going to go with my gut instinct. and I'm picking Jawan.
Okay.
I'm going to pick Jawan. I'm locking that in. Jawan Pitts is my winner pick for 49. I feel also extremely good about Sophie S. Would not be surprised if she's our winner, but I'm going with my gut. The very first interview that I listened to for this season was Jawan's.
Oh my gosh.
And right away I was like, he's the winner.
He's the first one I listened to as well. And I was like,
look at us.
I know it.
And I was like, nobody got me quite there. So Jawan's my pick. That's who I'm picking. I'm locking it in. Jawan is my winner pick.
Wow.
I'm pumped.
Okay, I'm gonna lock mine in as well.
Okay.
And it's just the one that I was like, I'm gonna lock in with Savannah.
Okay.
Savannah, I adore. I love. I feel
her.
like she's everything that I would want to be in a Survivor player and everything that I've loved in the women in the past. Like, she is so fierce.
She's so fierce.
She's so funny.
Yeah.
She's like, she just embodies like a woman to me, and she's like so soft.
Unapologetic.
Unapologetic, but kind.
Yeah.
And like funny.
But also evil.
And tough. Yeah, and evil.
Yeah.
Like, I love her.
Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah.
But Sophie S., Jawan, obviously, like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's so hard. I'm picking a different winner, because normally we don't talk about our winner picks, by the way, because we both chose Kenzie.
We did.
And low key, like, I do think Jawan is going to win.
I really feel it.
I really feel it too.
I really feel it.
So I'm like, I'm really feeling Jawan, but I'm happy to say Savannah so we can like diversify it.
For sure.
But I would bet that it's going to be from the Uli tribe.
Oh,
I
yeah.
really, really do.
Yeah.
I hope so.
If it's not someone from Uli, it's Sophie S.
Yeah. I also really liked Nicole, I will say. And I think
like
Nicole's
Nicole.
like underrated.
Yeah. She's like our dark horse, like our sleeper hit.
Yeah, I like Nicole. Steven, duh. Like,
Yeah.
we said we were sleeping on Steven.
Yeah.
Alex.
Yeah.
More like his political
yeah.
background. He's like so diplomatic, but he might be a game bot.
Yeah.
This is going to be a great season.
It'll be a great season. This seems like a great cast. I'm excited to see what they have in store.
Yeah.
With that, we have made it to the end of our pre-game analysis. So
We
we've
have.
talked about all three tribes. We talked about the Kele tribe, Hina tribe, Uli tribe. We locked in our winner picks.
We did.
Feeling really excited. So,
Me too.
like I said, when this episode is uploaded, Survivor 49 will be premiering later today. We're planning on uploading this episode specifically on premiere day. Maybe the rest of them too. We'll see when they all get uploaded, depending on some of our logistics. But when you're listening to this, if you listen to this the day that it's posted, Survivor 49 is starting tonight.
Literally tonight.
We will be doing weekly recap episodes for each episode of the show and posting those every Monday. So you can watch the show on Wednesday, have some time to sit with it, look at all the other interviews that are happening on Rob Has a Podcast and elsewhere, and then we'll give you our unfiltered thoughts on Mondays. Super excited to be doing this with my best friend, Alicia.
Girl.
Living my dream, talking about literally my favorite thing in existence.
Same.
Every single week is going to be like the highlight of my whole life.
I love it so much. My cheeks hurt.
Yes. My
From
cheeks
smiling
hurt,
for 2 hours
my
talking about
back
Survivor.
hurts.
Yes.
Everything hurts, but my heart is full.
But I will not be sleeping.
No.
I will not be sleeping for actually the entirety of this game because I'm just so excited.
And well, because then when 49 is over,
It's going to be.
we talk about 50,
Oh my
which is
gosh.
crazy.
Which is so crazy.
All right. With that being said, the queens have spoken. We've shared our thoughts, locked in our picks, and the time has come for us to end this episode. Thank you all so much for listening. Really excited to be taking this journey with all of you, wherever you're listening from. If you're a new fan, returning fan, super fan, whoever you are, we're happy to have you
And
here.
share your winner picks, please. Share
Yes.
your winner picks with us.
Absolutely. Let us
Share
know.
your thoughts.
Drop a comment down below.
Yes.
Send us a DM. Let us know who your winner pick is to see if we're on the same wavelength or if you're maybe seeing something that we're not.
Yep.
Have a great day, night, morning, whenever you're listening to this, everybody. And we will see you next week with our first episode recap where we're going to talk about the Survivor premiere, give you all of our thoughts. Really excited to do that, and we will see you all next time.
Okay. Bye, queens.